Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So our investments, right, absolutely went to the moon. Gonna talk about the market and where our next big pot of coins, right, will be coming from in terms of how to trade with the new evolutions card that we should be getting later on this week and many more. Now, let's go and talk about the SBC that we have gotten yesterday. We'll first move to second rise, which we expected were to come. 2-star, 3-star, medium high work rate. Acceleration and sprint speed is alright. Of course, not that great in terms of the agility and balance, but that's also because he's actually lengthy. He does have the press proven place tau plus, flight tackle, intercept, as well as block. If you ask me, right, I think this card is more suited as a center back rather than a CDM, simply because of his 2-star, 3-star. His work rate is also more suitable as a center back. So if you are somebody who has Lothar Matthäus, right, you can actually swap them around in game. Now, the price of this SBC, the requirements, 85 with 1 team of the week and an 86 rated squad. He was actually at about 125k on release, and he's now slightly up at about 131, 32k because fodder has went up, right? So that is one of the content that came out. And in my previous video, I already mentioned that if a lot of people or some people or majority of the people were to complete the Declan Rice SBC, your Odegaard will go up. I remember seeing him, right, in the previous video that I made, right? I think he was at about, 85 to 92k, I think, right? 85k or 85 to 90k, thereabouts. So anyway, he went from, I would say, Saturday, right? If you picked him up at about 87, 88k, right? He went as high as his current price right now, right, which is about 105k. So GG's if you have watched the video, the previous video, and you invested in Odegaard, which I actually picked out specifically. Moving on, that is kind of like the appetizer, right, that we have gotten. Now the real big SBC, right, that we have gotten, right, it's actually your hero upgrade. I've already done it. What is shocking, right, is the requirements of this SBC itself. If we take a look, I didn't think that I didn't need to open this, but anyway, let's go and take a look at the SBC itself, right? The requirements, right, it's actually super cheap. It's just a 86 rated squad. So it comes up to about 79, 80k. So I was actually, right, very pleasantly surprised, right, by the price of this SBC itself, because I thought that it was actually gonna be at 200k, but GG's to EA, this is a very, very cheap SBC. I would say, right, go ahead to complete it, because whatever you pack, right, it's probably gonna make your team, unless you have like a mega team by now. So these are the top 5 heroes that you can actually get, right, from this SBC. I think all these 4 are pretty good except for Marquisio. For me, Marquisio is kind of a fraud. I think he actually is worse than the likes of your Go Lorente, for example, right? He's just a fraud overall. But the other 4 would be some of the ones that you really, really want to pack. I for one, right, would love to pack a Cordoba because I'm in need of a center half, right, for my team. Now, we did share place yesterday. The pack weight was alright, right? We mostly packed cards that were in and around that SBC price, right? That 70 to 80k price range. So if you're somebody who's very, very unlucky, right, you're probably gonna pack like Campos or Clint Dempsey, which we saw quite a number of yesterday. So people, as per normal, right, with all these kind of like gamble SBCs, right, your heroes will bounce back after the content is dropped, after the hero SBC is dropped. If you take a look at somebody like Al O'Warren, right, he went from about 408k all the way up to about 472k in a matter of 2 hours. So why is that so? That's because, right, people always think that they're gonna pack these kind of cards when the Gamble SBC comes out. But after they open their pack and they realize that they can't pack somebody like Al O'Warren, for example, right, they go back out to the market to purchase the cards. Another example is Ramirez as well. If you take a look at his price, he was actually at about 920k before content drop. And again, after 2 hours, after content drop, he went all the way up to about 990k, right? That is actually like a 70k rise, which is actually very significant. So a lot of people, right, are also, just waiting for this SBC to come out so that they can actually go out and buy their cards, right? I'll talk more about this later on. Now, we did also got mini release as well, right? And I want to talk about these cards because if you know how to do fluctuation trading, right, these cards are actually fantastic. So I'm actually particularly interested, right, in my guy, my Asian brother, Mitoma. I believe he's at about 185k. Yeah. So if you take a look at the stats itself, right, 4-star, medium, not ideal for a winger. The stats look pretty good, right? Reaction 79, composure 82, not that ideal. You know, he doesn't really have, he doesn't have any playstyle plus, which is also, again, not ideal. But if you're somebody who knows how to do fluctuation trading, right, Mitoma would be somebody that would be really, really good. And I will talk about him more later on, right, as we talk about evolutions. And then we have Dante as well. I think Dante is also somebody that you can possibly trade with as well. I'm not really sure his price because I haven't looked him up, but he's basically this card. The thing with him, right, is he only has 70 pace, so you know people might not really want to actually go and try him out. But the fact that he's actually right at such a cheap price, right, is definitely something that you can consider moving forward, especially as a out of packs investments, right? Given that he actually has the second best nationality in the game, right, being Brazilian. We also have Jordan Henderson as well. English links, right? So these are the 3 cards that we have actually gotten. Not that crazy, right? He's almost like at discard price, 3-star. But this year, right, the Saudi League links, right, are actually really, really crazy. Now, I did mention, right, that this SBC, Hero SBC, right, has gotten a lot of hype. A lot of people are actually expecting it to release, right? Now that the SBC, right, it's actually out, people have actually gone back onto the market to go and spend coins because there's no longer that fear. And your market in general, right, they actually went up. If you watch my previous trading video, I told you guys, I said, guys, your RTTK cards, the lowest, it's actually right now in my previous video, which was done on a Saturday. So moving forward, fast forward 2 days to Monday, right? They are already up. If we take a look at somebody like Wholesome Awa, right? On Saturday, right, he was actually at about 14k. Right now, he's all the way up about 17.5k, right? He's actually gonna go higher, in my opinion, as we move closer and closer to the European games, which will come next week. Jonathan Klaus is also up, right? If you guys remember, on Saturday, I remember he was at about 18k, right, when I made the video, and he's all the way up at about 24.5k. Of course, he's also helped by the SAR SBC, right? Of course, which I'll talk more about later on. Well, Pedro is another very good example, right? On Saturday, how much was he? 267k, guys. If you manage to pick him up on Saturday, when I said that was actually the RTTK's lowest prices, right, you will have made absolute bang, man. 267 up to 300k on Saturday, and then he dropped a little bit before breaking through his price point of 320k. He's now at 325k. So the market is up due to, I would say, 2 things, right? The Hero SBC is already out, so there's no more market panic. And people who have made their first big pot of coins, right, are actually going out to spend the coins to upgrade their teams. So basically, that's what is going on right now. So, next question is, who can we invest, right, for your Trailblazers, right, Team 1? Let's actually go and take a look. Okay, so moving forward, right, I think the out-of-packs investments, right, I like somebody like Di Lorenzo. I think this year we have a lot of Napoli cards, right? Di Lorenzo is somebody that you can look at. 54.5k is fantastic. Already spoken about Mitoma. I think Mitoma would do really good as well, right? So these 2 are the ones that I really, really like. Mkhitaryan also, 70k budget, fantastic. These 3 are actually really, really good. Jose Gaia as well. For your higher budget guys, right, maybe you can take a look at somebody like Kunde, right? But just take note that we will be having the Blanc SBC, so if you want to invest, right, do invest after the Blanc SBC is out. So these are some of the cards that you can be trading with. Now, let's move on, right, to this big thing that I want to talk about, right? Evolution trading, right? In my previous trading video, I already talked about this. EA said that there will be evolutions coming out within this 2-week Trailblazers promo. So how can we, make coins of this? let's take a look at what happened in the previous evolutions. I believe they were released, I think last week, right? I think it's last Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday or Thursday, right? So somebody like Rico Lewis, young player, has a lot of hype IRL, right? Because he's playing in central midfield for Man City right now. Because Rodri is suspended. Lots of hype, right? Easy club to link, right? Man City players are frequently used in this game, right? Went from 2.3k to 10k, right? Basically, he went extinct. And right now, he's still extinct. Livramento, again, Newcastle hype, right? We have the Bruno G SBC. Newcastle is doing very well in real life. Same thing. 1.5, he went extinct. 1.5k to 10k, right? Extinct. So how can we make coins on these Evo cards? Now, I just want to caveat this, right? Some people are saying, right, that this new Evo that we are getting for Trailblazers, right, it's actually evolution for cards that we have already evolved, right? The likes of your Darwin Núñez, Mitoma, or Danjuma, all these popular cards in the earlier stage of the game, the very first one. However, right, I'll talk about what if we can use other cards, right, like from base cards. So how do we know what to actually invest in? Now, I look through this list, right, on foot.gg, the ones that we already have, the evolutions that we already have. We have central midfielders, right? We have strikers, we have right backs, we have right wingers. And the previous ones, the relentless winger and pacey protector, the first one, we have center half and left wingers. So I think the next one, right, that we will be getting, right, will very likely be center backs, right? Center backs as well as left winger. We might be getting CDM. This one I don't know, but my guess is center backs and left winger, right, are something that we should most very likely, right, get. So what are some of the players, right, that we can actually buy? So let's take a look. I've came up with a list of players, right, to actually go and invest, and I don't think that there's any risk. So somebody like Gerard Brandway, he's actually playing IRL for Everton as well, so a little bit of hype there. And apparently he has went up. I was actually looking at him. You can pick him up, right? Try to aim for him on bid at about 600 coins. Very easy to get. That is the first player that I'm going to go through with you. And second player, right, Evo Colwell. Again, my bad, not Evo Colwell. Just the name that I actually typed. Colwell, right? This guy is also actually really good because he's playing in real life, right? He's playing so much for Chelsea right now. Well, when we looked at him, right, he was actually way cheaper. So try to get him, right, at about 1.5k. He already went up. Just now we looked at him on stream, right? He was actually way cheaper. This is the second player that you can invest in for the Evo. And then we have Van Hicker. Again, real life hype because this guy, right, does actually play for Brighton, right, IRL. Even though he does miss that occasional games. Right now he's at about 650. Pick him up at 500 coins quite easily. Right, that is the third player. Now, I did mention that center backs and left wingers are something that we will most likely get, right? But if we do get a right winger or Cam, right, I think we might be getting Cam. Okay, I don't know what's his name, man. Let me go and find this guy, right? Palmer, because I actually, right, Carlton Palmer, right? Cole Palmer. Right, my bad. Cole Palmer. So, my bad. Cole Palmer is another guy that if we get a Cam, this guy will definitely go extinct. Why? Because, again, lots of real life hype, right? He has been playing IRL for Chelsea. So if you can actually go and pick him up at, 1k coin. I'm actually going to pick this up, store it in my club. He's definitely going to go extinct, right, if we get that Cam evolutions thing, right? So that is the fourth player. Now, there are also some other players, right, that I think might do really, really well. Some Saudi League players, right? This might be a little bit more unheard of. So somebody like Kurdish, I believe, right, he's actually at about this card, 300, 350 coins, right? You can actually go and get him. He's from Al Ittihad. Why this club? Because we have the likes of Kante and Benzema at this club, and people will be looking to evolve this kind of players because quite frankly, right, there are lack of defenders, right, in your Saudi league, so you can go and do that. That is the next player. Now we also have Tom Bucky, right? This guy is also really good, I think. If you guys remember, right, he actually got a team of the season, right, last year. Of course, that nobody used. Wow, why is he so high? Why is he already up? Yeah, so he's at about 2.3k. 2.3k or so. Just now when we were looking at him on stream, right, he was only at about 1.5, 1.6k. So try to aim to get him right on bid, right, at about 1.4, 1.5k. So these are the players, right, that will possibly do really, really well, right, for the evolution. So this is just a calculated guess by me, right? There's no confirmation that this will go up, but I think it makes sense. Anyway, right, if you guys want the actual, cards to trade with, right, we will be live on Twitch and I'll be calling the cards out as and when the Evo cards are actually released. Now, there was a second scenario, right, if we were to only able to use cards that we have already evolved, i.e. your Darwin Núñez, Danjuma, Fati, right, your other cards could go up as well. Right, somebody like Mitoma, if they allow us to go and upgrade our evolved Ansu Fati, right, he will definitely do very well, right? So if we take a look, Mitoma, right, his lowest price is about 180k. So right now, right, he's actually at about 187k. So if you can get him at about 180k or so, I think that is fantastic as an investment if the Evo cards were to come out. So again, right, I will be live on Twitch to call out whether to go and invest in Mitomas if we can use our Evo cards, or go and invest in brand new cards if it's a brand new evolution. So do look out for that. Next thing I want to talk about is your SBC, right? We gotten a SAR SBC. So I think this SBC, it's okay, but it actually made your RTTK Klaus, right, go up. Let's take a look at this card. 4-star, 3-star, high medium, right? Almost have like maxed out pace. I think this is actually a pretty good card, except for the reaction a little bit low. But you probably want to put like a dead eye on this guy. Very cheap, right? Just 85 rated score with 1 inform, 53k. I think he's actually half decent, right? Because he links to Klaus and some of the other Marseille players that we could possibly be getting. Now, next thing I want to talk about is we still have the Blanc SBC, right, that might be coming out later or possibly this week, right? I'm not entirely sure when it will come out, right? This is leaked by Sheriff. How much will he cost? So at Blanc's peak, right, he was actually at about 473k. Right now, he has dropped all the way down to about 420k. My guess is, right, I don't think he's actually going to be cheaper, right, than 400 and about... I would say, right, on release, right, he's possibly going to be about 430, 440. Minimally, easily, right, he's at least, right, 420k. I don't see him being cheaper than that. But because Fodder is a little bit inflated, EA might release him at about 440, 450 as a start. And as Fodder start to come down, right, he will become cheaper. So, do watch out for whatever center backs that you guys are holding, right? Just be careful, because he will most definitely, right, cause some panic on your center halves, because lots of people do him, right, at the start of FIFA. Now, we also will have upgrade packs later on today. So another investment that you can do is actually, right, your gold commons. Very, very easily, right, I believe you can pick up your gold commons, right, even at 300 coins. Just go ahead and do that. And then, of course, right, sell that content drop. As you guys can see, right, people have already started doing this. Yeah, 300, 350, not too big an issue, right? We will be getting this. The question is whether it will be a 80 plus pack or would it be a player pick, right? I'll be surprised if it's a player pick, right? Because if it's a player pick, EA is actually gonna feel very, very generous. Now, our fodder, right, absolutely went to the moon. So how high, right, did they actually go up to? So we were picking up 87s and 88s. I actually picked these two ratings out as my favorite, right, in my previous trading video. So if you watch it, GG's to you. So we were buying, as you guys can see, right, 87s at between 13.5 to 13.750, and we actually sold them off, right, at 16k 16k and upwards, right? 16,250. I was actually selling a couple at 17k, which I didn't take a photo, right? So, you know, my previous YouTube video title, right, was that these SBCs, right, will make our investments explode, and it has came true, right? I don't lie to you guys. I'm actually really honest guy. So all these are from the members in my Discord, right? Your 88s, right? We sold them off at 23.5k, and we're buying them, right, at 20.5k. So a lot of people, right, actually expected the Hero SBC to come last week. And then I was telling you guys in the videos and Discord, right, continue picking up the fodder, right? Don't panic, you know. I know the Hero SBC is not out yet, but it will come. Even on Sunday, right, during Squad Battle Rewards, while I was streaming, right, we were actually still picking up fodder. In fact, right, on my own account, I was picking up fodder, right, during Squad Battle Rewards because we have supplies there. So we actually had rumors that the Hero SBC, right, might not be coming on Sunday, right? But my guess was it will come, right? We were actually live on Twitch. Because I know that if it didn't come, right, people will start crying. So cry more, guys, cry more. And we'll get whatever that we want, right, from EA. Now, if you stayed till, right, this part of the video, I actually have some stuff to actually show you guys, right? Some trade secrets, should I say. Now, these cards, right? These cards are actually, right, very good to flip with, right? If you are somebody, right, who knows how to do fluctuation trading, right, you are in the freaking money, right? Tonali is somebody who is actually really good. I told the people in my VIP trading Discord to pick him up at 73k just now and sell at 82k, right? So what did I say, guys? He's already 82k. You can basically get him on sale, right, at 82k because I know that the market is actually gonna go up. That is the first player that I spoke about, right? The next player that I spoke about was Arujo, right? I told you guys to pick him up at about 60k and sell at 66k. And boy, if you did listen to my advice, he's already up. He's actually at about, I'd say, 67 to 68k, right? So GG's to you if you actually go and, you know, buy these cards. And I spoke about De Jong as well, right? Frankie De Jong. I told you guys pick him up at about 52k, sell at about 60k. He should be up. Alright, he's thereabouts. Probably maybe 59k. 59, right? He didn't rise as much, right? But if you bought him at 52, so at 59, you're still making good coins. So this is actually, right, a thing that I provide, right, to the people in my VIP trading Discord. I've actually provided this, right, to the rest of my Discord, the free segment of the Discord, right? We have a VIP trading Discord as well as a free segment. I actually gave this full list out, right, just like a couple of hours ago, just to show you guys that, you know, if you guys don't know how to trade, don't know what to buy, how much to buy, well, all good. Just join the trading Discord and, you know, you can actually have access to all this information because I know how the market works, right? I know the fluctuations and all that stuff. So yeah, it's as easy as that. If you are somebody who don't have time, or if you're somebody who don't know how to trade, you can just join the VIP trading Discord. All it takes, right, is just a sub on Twitch, right? All the instruction, all the links, right, will be down below. Mandy was another player that I spoke about. I said buy him at about 94k, sell at about 103. He's actually at about 101, right? So all these are just like reading graphs and reading charts, right? I went through 4 players. If you guys want the full list, I've actually sent it out on the Discord itself, the free segment. You can just join the Discord and you'll be able to view the full list, right? And also, right, some people, right now, right, they have actually also reached the level 40 reward. So if you guys ask me, right, I think it's pretty clear cut. Just take the 86 by 3, right? Because I don't think, you know, these two cards, however good they are, right, they're probably not gonna have too long a lifespan. If you want to craft Son, if you want to craft Rodrigo, if you want to craft the Hero SBC, right, for me, right, I think 86 by 3, right, is the way to go. Yeah, so that's all from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more trading videos, right, hit that sub button. If you guys want to join the Discord, right, all the instructions will be down below. I really, really appreciate all the support, right, that we have been getting on the channel. It has been absolutely, right, absolutely incredible. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I will see you guys soon, alright? Take care, guys.